Alright, so I'm in a, oh, did I leave that? I left. RIP! Wait, what? That's confusing. Okay. Alright, so this is the first King of Catan game that I'm playing. We'll see what happens. Blue goes first, I go second. Let's look at the board. Ore, gonna be very contested. Wheat is very low, so maybe prioritizing this 6-4 might be worthwhile over going for the ore. But maybe the 8-4-3 here is probably the best one. Blocked off by blue here. So I think the second best one would be, at least securing some wheat. The places down here are pretty abysmal for the wheat. I don't think that justifies it at all. If I come over here, I'm at least getting one of everything, so I think it's well worth taking. And you have to get wheat. And we're gonna build out this way. I don't think it's, maybe building up would have been safer since maybe the 8-3 gets contested. Wonder if orange is going to, orange is going to go that way. So I'm on 3-4-5. If I can get more wheat somewhere, that would be really good. So I'm looking at this 9-3-11 as being a pretty good spot for me to get. I'm not sitting on an 8 or a 6 anywhere, which kind of sucks. If I build here, and someone's got to go on this 8-10-3, so that'll be taken. So I'll be building either inwards to connect my roads, but if I build here, then it's not very efficient for settlements. I have to build up here, which is pretty awful. If I build down here, that could work out. Be on the 11-6, so this could be my seeping way to get the wheat, but it's a free road, so someone's probably going to take this. Fourth player, what do they need? Well, I think like if they want to have, well, maybe they forego ore and they focus on something like this and then getting sheep somewhere. Maybe they go here and then they go up here and then they get this 5 eventually, and then they build, somehow they get this 5, somehow they come down to 11-6. It might be a good strategy for the fourth player, since I think they're completely out of the game for knights and cities. They have to do longest road. On the other hand, orange over here, where is he gonna go? He needs to get wheat. And he needs logs to pair with this clay, unless that clay is only going to be for this port. So maybe he'll prioritize getting wheat. I just think production's so low down here that this 6 is really poor. So for him, he could go on this 6-3 and use the 6 and the 8 to expand a little bit, get one settlement somewhere useful, like down here, and then make up for the lack of wheat with the clay port. But that'd be a pretty big disadvantage. Maybe he can build here, then he can get onto this 10-9. Is there any like feasible way you could take this 10-9 and then go somewhere else? Yeah, so that gets taken. So this is no longer an option. I don't really need clay unless I get wood with it, which is no longer a possible thing to do on this board. I would rather get wheat, but getting wheat anywhere on this board, it looks pretty hard to do. Maybe there's like I take the 9-12, and I'm only taking this so that I can build to this 11-6. But if I go here, I'm kind of forcing orange to, like, orange might just take the 11-6, so that's very risky to do that. But actually orange goes before me, so never mind. And you know, like this ore thing is open, but that's so much ore that I don't even need that much ore, like with how much sheep and wheat I have. Okay, so it all depends on where he's going to build his road. Oh, he builds that way. I could be... Okay, so if I build here, orange and gray are both contesting for this spot. So if I want this spot, I just have to take it right now. And then I'm playing a very interesting game from that point onwards. Maybe with all this wheat, I can utilize the wheat port. I think that's my best play at the moment because, you know, getting this ore doesn't... I can't expand very easily, like I'm still missing clay. It's a 10 log. It's gonna be very hard, and what do I get out of it? Wheat, or sheep I should say. If I go here, I mess up orange and gray. But I don't know how good that is in this current board. I really want to try it and see what happens, but maybe the 6-4-2 is just better. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna take this spot. I mean, there is maybe the 9-10. Like, I don't need more sheep, I need more wheat. Yeah, now where to point the road? Okay, so I think I build here. And then it's a very good question of road here is useless. Road down here, I'm competing for orange, who's definitely going to try to come down to this section here. He does have one log, so he'll get a road before me. So my best option is to do this, and either hope I can, you know, somehow build here, or just build down to the 10-9, which probably won't happen. Maybe it was worth it to try and contest orange and go for the RNG of building a road. But then that seems kind of wasteful because it allows gray to maybe build down here. Gray just has to build one road, and my longest road dreams are gone. But my longest road dreams only if the perfect conditions ever arise, because I'd have to steal longest road really quickly in like a one turn kind of play, and then, you know, win within that turn, because so many other people can contest me for longest road. Like gray will have a very easy time for longest road. Okay, that's a 9. I get nothing from that. That's all pass. My numbers are kind of low, so I think I do need to city this spot right here. I think I can afford to do 2 dev cards. If I get 2 dev cards, then I think after that I can't get any more dev cards without investing into a city. It's a clay. I really want to... If I somehow get a log from somewhere, that's what I'll do. So I'll be able to trade gray, like, for roads. But I don't want to trade right off on the first round, because I don't want to make them think that I'm going to be iffy with the wheat. I also have the power to block this 6 and still be okay. So if blue and orange are ever to like get a little far ahead, and yeah, gray's the easy person to steal from to get a clay. But I think that's all the clay is. It's a 10. Okay, nothing on me. There's not enough resources in the game to get a road from anyone yet. Another 8. I'd really like these 6s to be rolled. I'm actually surprised, like no one actually ended up taking this 8. I thought maybe the 4th player would take the 10-3-8 and, you know, do something with this 9-4-11, but he went for this instead. I think if he had gone here, it could have been better. 11, okay, that's a wheat. Lots of lumber out there. You know, this makes sense because Gray got a 11 as well. So there's no reason to trade. Is it 2? I think really only orange is going to be the scary city night player. Gray not so much. Blue doesn't have ore. So that kind of worked into my decision here of placing here, is that I know the game's going to be pretty slow. I know like the most efficient night city playstyle is going to be pretty slow. I think orange is going to get targeted by everyone if everyone knows what they're doing. Like this 5 or the 6 will be targeted. Like blue will target the 5. I'll probably target, I don't know what I'll target on him, but kind of sucks that I'm tied to orange a little bit. But luckily if the 6 is targeted, I have other wheat. If the 5 is targeted, I hopefully will have the wheat port by then. A road for wheat. Nope. Trade in all the clay for a sheep. Wow. Okay, the robber. So should go on gray or orange. I think attacking, I don't know, either one of them is pretty good to go after right now. I think gray less so because he has less wheat. Okay, there's another 6. Gray doesn't have anything. What do I need? I'll see what people will trade. I can literally use anything that anyone wants to trade, so. But it's really only gray that needs this wheat. And he's only got 1 card, so doesn't help there. Ooh. I would really like 4 or 5 to be rolled at some point in time. So lots of logs out there, and there's clay, so sorry, I should say there's lots of logs out there. And gray to get, no, gray's already used his clay already. It's very scary how fast gray is accelerating. I think it was very smart that gray locked me out of the clay. $10 again? I don't think gray has a clay. Hmm. You can't do anything. Robber, okay. If these 5s or 4s had just been rolled any amount more, like there's been no 5s and no 4s, it's very sad. And I think, like, you know, Gray's got the longest road. I think he'll get to 7 points. I think those last 3 points are going to be very tough. Unless he gets a port. I'm not trading you anything like that. It's crazy. So on my turn, I'll probably offer him 2 wheat for clay and a log. But that's exactly what he needs, those wheat, and I'm basically giving him a victory point by doing so. Okay, a 3. It's another log on the board. I can now trade 4 for 1. Don't have any clay. I do think orange is still in a really good spot. People shouldn't be sleeping on orange on here. Like, orange has a 6, he has a 5, and a 10, and he has an 8 with the port. Ooh, so he made the trade with orange. Oh, an 11 again? Okay. I just need a log. I don't want to give this to Gray. No player wants to trade, eh? How about for Clay? No, still no one wants to trade. This is very peculiar. Like, I don't want to give 2 wheat to anyone. Because everyone's resting on that 6 to be rolled to get wheat. Or the 11. So I know Gray does have some wheat. But finally a 4 has been rolled. Now do I buy a dev card? And get a knight? I mean, I think getting a knight just puts me so far behind when I could trade some of these cards in to get this wheat port. I mean, if I get a green card, that's pretty good, but I just don't know. Okay, a 6. Okay, I have so much wheat. Let's see, 2 wheat. I think only orange has cards. No. Okay. I know there's a lumber out there. Will anyone take pity on me and make my trades easier? I can't trade 2 wheat. I just can't. I have to do it. At least I got rid of all my cards. I don't think there was any... There's no way you want to trade 2 wheat to someone. I can't get a log or a clay. 5s aren't being rolled. Getting a dev card is pretty risky, so until I get that wheat port, wheat are just cards I need to use to get to the wheat port. I mean, Gray's gonna get to 7 points, but his last 3 points might be pretty hard to get. He does finally have the port, and he has very good number diversity, so he'll be able to get those 3 points like quicker. But it'll still take quite a bit of time. That's all I'm hoping on. But I'm still at 2 points, so that's rough. Hopefully orange goes after, well, he's already on this, so probably the his wheat would be second best. Maybe the sheep. No, definitely the. I don't know. Like the clay is kind of whatever at this point in time. I don't know. I don't know what would be the best to get off these people. Okay, big 9 or 8, I should say. 2. Can't trade gray. Orange is a pretty scary guy to trade as well. I have to make that trade. Okay, that's a 5. That's an ore. Not bad. Okay, that's a 3. That's a wheat. I either need 2 more wheats or a 5 to get rolled, or somehow I need to trade for a log. I can't trade gray for logs at all. Okay, that's a robber. Who has lumber? I'm gonna say gray probably has lumber. And I have to block gray anyways. Oh, perfect. Makes my life so much easier. Now, is there any way I can catch up to these people? Don't think so. I need 3s to be rolled. 11s get rolled. Gray wins. 6s get rolled. I'll never catch up to orange. So I literally need 3s to be rolled. Which is a pretty low chance of doing anything. Get 12 to orange. You know, maybe taking the 9-12 and just having slight number diversity would have been better. It's a 5, so that's a city. Merely city that one. It's the ore. I need 3s. 3s are what will allow me to outpace other people. So if they roll, that's what I need. I really thought I would get onto this 8 clay like within the first 3 or so rounds, not 10-11 dice rolls into the game, or 10 rounds into the game. So this really slowed me down. I don't want to trade you anymore. I could sneak longest road, but I have no way of contesting or gray for it. Like, maybe actually I could compete gray for longest road if he gets attacked by the knights. Maybe that's my only way to win, is to get longest road, build a city, 4 or 5, you know, 7 points. But I don't know. I don't think I have the income to contest longest road and get largest army and get 3 cities or 2 cities at the same, like all this stuff at the same time. Okay, big 3. That's what I need. Unfortunately, I need to build 2 roads because gray, he can build here or here, and it works to his advantage of doing anything at all. So I need to roll an 8 here, but I get a 4. Okay, not bad. Okay, dev card or a road? Okay, if I can trade the sheep for a log. Like, I think the only way I win is if I somehow secure longest road one way or another. Two sheep. Let's see if this... I think some people realize what I'm trying to do here. I don't think blue's there. Okay, what to do? Okay, I can exchange 2 of those for an ore. I can buy a dev card, but you know, I'm probably behind orange on all of that. Maybe I just exchange this for a road? Or do I keep everything in my hand? I'm gonna risk it and just keep everything in my hand. If I telegraph to Gray that I'm gonna build a road here, it's a very scary plight. I am risking a lot of cards in my hand, but I think the only path to victory, and that's the only thing that matters, is if I hold onto my cards and get the longest, secure part of the longest road. Okay, so I'm no longer on 8 cards anymore. You know, if a 5 gets rolled, maybe there's some consideration in... You know, if he had built a city there, would have been pretty dicey. But he didn't, he bought a dev card. So I think that was a bit of a mistake trading Gray. I didn't even look, I just saw the log and I was like, yes please give it to me, I need it. I'm also like probably gonna throw a wrench into Gray's plans because his 9 keeps getting blocked. And I think he's been trading logs for the port. So I wonder if anyone has realized like this is why I'm stockpiling cards, is to go here. It's gonna suck if I roll a 7. No 7, a 5. Oh man, that's so good. Okay, so secure the longest road. I think that's #1 priority, right? Yeah. Build a road. Build a road. Okay, so now do I city this 6 here? Or do I buy 2 dev cards? Two dev cards or a city? I mean, 11 or 6 is rolled, I pretty much get a free card. Do I have this much longer with the game to play? We're gonna get 2 dev cards, I think. Or at least see what happens. Okay, 2 knights. Kinda iffy. Yeah, people are saying I shouldn't trade wheat so lightly, but like at this current time I'm going to lose if I don't secure whatever this is here. So Like, I have to get this if I want to win. Can I compete with gray for longest road? I have no idea. It'll completely depend. I think I just have to get one more city and just constantly buy dev cards. Orange instead bought a dev card instead of playing a knight. I guess that's fine since, you know, he's ahead. And luckily Gray didn't play whatever card he has in his hand, so that's probably not a knight. Maybe a victory point or something, I don't know. But it at least allows it to be easier for me to... maybe, do I roll first or do I want to block that 8? I really want to block that 8. Steal from Gray. Roll the die. It's a 4. So it helps me. Okay. I get this. Trade. Nope, don't want to trade all 4 for that. So let's trade with some players. See if we can get a wheat for an ore from anyone. Can't trade gray. But maybe orange. We'll trade. No one wants to trade. I want to try to buy 2 dev cards this turn. I would only trade this to blue if blue somehow has an ore, but I don't think. Okay. Bank. Well, maybe we could trade this for this. No, okay, bank. Get the dev card by. Okay, Year of Plenty, not bad. I don't have a 3-for-1 port, so this is very, very bad. Gray saying can't block his ore, then ask for ore. I certainly can. I don't intend to get any from you, but yeah. So Year of Plenty, you know, using that to build roads, pretty bad. That Year of Plenty is probably my card to build a city with. That'll put me at 5 points, 7 for longest road, 9 with largest army if I somehow get it. Oh, okay, that's amazing. If I don't roll a 7. I'm getting so many cards, and what kind of trade is that? If somehow I don't roll a 7 and I get to use all these cards again, that's completely lucky. Like, at this moment in time, I fully expect a 7. Like, it's... yeah, okay, there we go. Good, the RNG is balancing itself out. Luckily, I have 6 sheep, though. 1, 2, 3. So if I do that... okay, so am I building a city? I do have a Year of Plenty. What's the most efficient thing to do here? 4 and 2. I put 1 back. I could get 3 development cards all at once. But same if I do this. It's the same thing. Do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. And then I hope to get a sheep or something from someone. Or if I get an ore, that wouldn't be too bad. But I have to take from gray. Okay, I get a sheep. Okay, so... okay, if I Year of Plenty, I can get an ore and another ore. So I can city and buy a dev card. So maybe we buy the dev card now. Okay, oh, road building, okay. That's exactly what I needed. Year of Plenty, play this card. Do I use this to do I use this to get 2 ore? I think so. Okay. So Gray's like I can stop targeting him. He's actually wrong because if I don't target him down, he can contest me for longest road. And if Orange does have a knight, that's like great. Like he's already got 3 dev cards. If he doesn't play a knight this turn, I think that's a big mistake on his part because then I'll be in the lead. And I've had a lot of potential here getting dev cards. So I think like if Orange doesn't play a knight this turn, I think it's a really big mistake. Because he needs to stay ahead of me. Unless he has like 3 victory point cards, then you know, then I can't really predict anything. Alright, good. He had to play the knight this turn. We'll go on the sheep. Now, who will he steal from? So he does recognize that I am a bit of a threat. Maybe. Okay, so will I get targeted by Gray here? Or will Gray... Well, I think the 5 should be taken. Will he steal from me? No, he'll steal from Orange. That's great. I don't want to reveal road building yet because Gray can put resources into building roads. But if I snake longest road away, that would be not too bad. Has to go on this 8, I'm pretty sure. Because putting on anyone else on green... Oh, it's gonna go on the clay? Will he steal from Orange? Or me? To be honest, I would put it on me if I was in Blue's situation right now. Oh, yeah. It's stolen from a knight, put it on 8. Puts it back onto the 5, steals from Orange, keeps it all even. Knight. Okay, I get a log, not bad. I get an 11. Okay, that's 2 wheat. Let's just see what people want for a log these days. Yeah, I'll do that. The power of this wheat port is completely insane. Hopefully I get a knight. Okay, good. So Orange for 1 round didn't play a knight. So he either has a knight sitting in his hand or he doesn't have any knights right now. I would assume he probably has a knight. So I do need to build 1 city or a settlement or get a victory point card still. Maybe Gray's also sitting on a road building as well, so that when he thinks that if I commit to building 2 roads, he'll just plop down a road building. Or he has a victory point and a knight. I think Blue is completely out of the game at this point. I don't see how he can win without the ore. My win condition is this 6 being rolled a lot. And the 5 being rolled as well. Okay, 6. That's good. Helps me out. Now, he doesn't have a knight. Oh, I'm going to get largest army because Orange didn't play a knight. So that means he's probably got 2 victory point cards, because if he had... Unless he's got like 2 monopolies or like 2 road buildings in his hand. Okay, that's pretty good. I need that. If a 5 gets rolled, I get my final city, and I could win. But I might get targeted. Oh, the wheat got taken. And the 5 is blocked. So I have to play my knight, and I have to get an ore from someone. Has anyone got an ore? Okay. I don't even know what gray has, but he's the only. Maybe orange. Did orange get ore at all? I think if orange had ore, he would I feel like gray might have one ore sitting in his hand. If I get a wheat, that's not too bad, but a 6 was rolled, so man. I can't tell what people have right now. I think this blue guy actually has wheat, but I can't steal from him because it has no impact on him. I want to steal from gray though, and I want to block his ore. It's a log. Okay. It's a 9. Doesn't benefit me. So I need another city, but I also need a knight to defend largest army. I get 2 road buildings. Okay. Okay, 4 is not bad. Who else benefits from that? So it's just sheep all around. So again, I need to still build a city or a settlement or get a victory point. I also need to potentially get another knight just in case. So I think I do need buying dev cards right now isn't too bad of an idea. No reason for me to do road building just yet. If gray builds one more road, I will. Maybe I should do road building right now, which forces gray to get 2 roads. So yeah, on my next turn, I'll definitely do a road building. That would make sense. I'll put a road here and here. Or actually, that might be a waste. I should build here and here, and then I can build a settlement if it ever arises. Maybe I should have done that earlier. And then traded wheat in for a settlement. Yeah, but I'm getting targeted pretty hard. So maybe I have no choice but to show that I'm going to be at 9 points if I want to strategically hold longest road. Because that's going to force gray to invest a lot into roads. I'm going to get attacked anyway, so... Anyways, so orange has 3 knights, but I don't think he has another knight just yet. So my prediction that, you know, gray, his last 3 points are going to be pretty hard, pretty much came true. I think he's got a victory point of Monopoly or a victory point of victory point. There you go, he builds the 2 roads. So that's good, that's kind of okay. I think if he had a year of plenty, he would have a city by now. And it gets rolled, that's perfect for me. I'm gonna get stolen from, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's stole from gray. Okay, that's perfect. If a 3 gets rolled, I'm really close to winning, but it'll be a 6, so that's not too bad. I'll trade a wheat for a sheep. Anyone want to give me this? I can't trade gray. No reason for me to do anything right now. If I hold on to these cards, they are going to get stolen. but it's kind of whatever. So I'm basically just the right amount of dice rolls away from winning, I believe. Okay, that's a good 5. It pads my clay and log. I don't think orange has any knights. No. Gray, I don't know if gray, yeah, gray's been on 2 for a while, so I don't think he has any more knights. Blue, is this a knight? I'm not sure. The other thing, if I get a log, I can build a city, and then I can do longest road and I win. So I think my strategy of this worked out because I knew gray was going to take a long time to build out. Blue's positioning didn't scare me at all. Orange's did, but somehow I just outscaled him. Oh, that's very tempting. I think I do that, right? I think I make that trade. Oh, he'll trade me. So I have the win in my hand. Oh, he's gonna steal back all the ore? Oh, I got played so hard. Yeah, I should have realized that. I think he was going to do it anyways. I just gave him an extra city, so I got played. I completely forgot he had 3 cards and that was a possibility. Will he get longest road? Nope. Okay, a 6. That's good for me. Okay, if there isn't if he doesn't have a knight, I win, right? Exchange that for a sheep. 8 points, get longest road. Okay. And I think orange realizes the... Okay. Gray's kind of mad that orange could have played a knight. I don't think orange has a knight. Okay, please. Okay, he souls the sheep. That's good. Watch there be another 7 and everything comes crumbling down. Oh, he did have a knight, so he takes the largest army from me. So the game is going to continue for a while longer. Now that I don't have it, who's the scary guy? Still me or is it still gray? That's the question. Probably steal. No, steals from orange. I think. No. So a 9 that I don't benefit from. So I'll be on par with orange when I build my road building. I have no reason not to do road building right now. He's probably going to get a death card or a city. City? It's an 11? Okay. So do a road building. So I'm at 9. Change this for a sheep. So obviously the 6-3 benefits me the most. So orange needs to build 3 roads to take longest road from me, but he can only build 2 more after that. I have all this free space to keep building. So I can spend a little bit of time just getting dev cards, which isn't too bad. I don't think building on this port mattered. I think, you know, if I get 4 wheat, that's a lot of versatility. Okay, so 9. Lots of clay coming out to gray. So I think he has the ability to take longest road. 9. Yeah, except he's kind of sucked too. So like, if the game goes on for a long period of time, I keep longest road. It's really good that blue took largest army, because orange and gray are very not so scary without those potentials. Now I know gray doesn't have any dev cards anymore. Well, he's gonna have one now. He's gonna have 2 now, so maybe he's going for largest army. So maybe I need to reevaluate, and maybe if I get the chance, build the city and then build the final settlement. Maybe that's the way this game should go. He did trade in all of his cards for instead of getting roads, which I think means he's conceding it. I think orange should concede it as well, but maybe it's worth it for him to go after it. I think orange needs largest army more than I do to win. Oh, big 3, and no one has knights. So this is basically a dev card. Depending if I get a 5, it could be a city as well. It's another 3. Oh my god. How many dev cards can I buy? Okay, so 1, 2, 2. Okay, so I could only technically get 1. So I think the play. I can't quite. Oh yeah, I can. So I can get the city, which I think is the right play to make. Getting, you know, an extra 6 doesn't help me very much. So I'm just going to do that for now. I have to get cards out of my hand. There's potentially a couple knights coming my way. So I don't know. Monopoly all the wheat? All the logs. So he's going to go for longest road. Okay, he's got 9. Can he build one more? Oh, okay, so he's causing me to devote some resources into building longest road. Interesting. The good thing for me is that I'm all set up to build a settlement. I'm all set up to get a 4th city. Worst comes to worst, I could get a dev card, but that might be a bit of a waste. If I can afford a dev card, I don't know, it's weird. Steal my wheat, block my 6. I guess blocking the 6 is a good thing, but I've gotten more wheat from the 3 and 11, I think, overall. So it's basically up to the rolls of the dice. Hopefully I don't have to defend longest road, but I have the 8 and the 6, so that shouldn't be too bad to do before anyone else is in a position to win. Another 3. Is that it? I think that's it. Sheep, clay, log. All right, we took it. What a crazy game. I just don't know what to say about that. I think I'm supposed to take a screenshot or something. So yeah, blue had a victory point card, so did orange. I thought orange had like 2 or 3 victory point cards at a certain point in time. Very interesting. Gray also had a victory point card. Yeah, so when I said it's a mistake to get a dev card, I think that was right, because I'd be competing for largest army against 2 people who needed a lot more than I do. And getting a victory point card is like a very low chance. So why waste those resources when I'm already set up to build a settlement over here? So like so I just want to summarize. Like, I think back in chat when I said my win condition was literally only to build this road here and prevent gray from blocking me, that was my only win condition. If I did not have longest road, like I don't think I would have won because someone else would have longest road, and they would either have largest army or they would just have something other than whatever, and they'd be sitting at the 9-10 point mark pretty easily. So I had to get this longest road. I didn't quite realize that I needed to get longest road by going here. I thought initially I'll place here, and then you know, within 2 or 3 rounds I'll make some nice little trades. I'll get to the wheat port, and then I'll be a pretty formidable foe. My 6 isn't going to get hit because, you know, all these people are on it. So my 11 or 3, maybe the 5 over the 3 and 11. So I thought I was in a really good spot because just like 3, 11, 6, they're not going to get targeted that hard because 2 low numbers, everyone's on the 6. Combine that with a wheat port early on, pretty good start. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And I knew I was behind, so I knew I had to take a risk, and it was to hold my cards and build 2 roads without Gray blocking me and realizing what was going to happen. I think if I had built 1 road at all, Gray would have instantly blocked me. So I had to be a little bit sneaky and play it cool. I did lose some cards that way, but you know, it worked out. The other thing was pretty bad is how long it took me to get to this wheat port, but as soon as I got to that wheat port, I was back in the game. I caught up to Gray and Orange. I think everyone attacking Gray also prevented Gray from completely winning the game very quickly with longest road and, you know, trading in for this 3-for-1 port, his clay and logs. I think Blue getting blocked here pretty much ended his game. So I think Blue going here was a mistake. If you know Gray is wanting ore, or like, and he gets like road building, I think you're going to lose this no matter what. Orange, I don't know what happened with Orange. Like, I thought his 5-10-6 was like really good. It would let him get like 2 cities and dev cards. He had a whole bunch of dev cards. He didn't get a lot of knights. Maybe it's just bad RNG that way. But even so, like, he committed to this longest road. I think that could have been a mistake. I think the big mistake is he doesn't have a 3-for-1 port. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened with Orange. He felt really scary early on. Blue was kind of like out of the game as soon as this happened. I think that's pretty easy to see. I think the fact that the wheat, sheep, and ore player was sustaining longest road against Gray just shows like how strong wheat, ore, and sheep is compared to, you know, being a road player, being able to expand and get a vast amount of resources. Maybe if Gray had somehow found another clay, maybe it would have been a different story, or like a stronger, something stronger with his placements that still made him a road player. But I'm not quite too sure where he should have gone to improve his road playing ability. Like, I wanted him to go here originally. Then you get the ore earlier, and then you can utilize that precious wheat that you get so little of. So I don't know. That's basically all my analysis for the game. Hopefully people like this King of Catan video that I'm going to put on YouTube. Not part of the journey to 1500 ELO, but I think the players were a little bit more informed of how to play the game. So hope you guys enjoyed.